Your feed's currently full of the Drake concert, but I'm going to tell you how it really went down. I spent £275 on my ticket, and then I got some controversial opinions as well, but I'll share them at the end. And how this happened. Mental. So pre-Drake, the only opening act was a DJ, and normally the DJ's job is to hype the crowd up, but the DJ went off for like 20 minutes before Drake came out, which was a bit weird. But then again, it is Drake, so it doesn't really matter, because when he came out to Give Me a Hug and went off. When the beat switches, crazy, like unreal intro. And that first half, it just got better and better. He went into Marvin's Room, he went into Teenage Fever, Passion Fruit, like actual classics, actual bangers. And he was very much saying, this is for my day one. So playing a lot of old school songs, the songs that we all grew up with, the Drake that we grew up with. And I'd argue that first half of his set is the best hour of Drake I've ever heard. And I've been to 3 of his concerts before. I am one of the day ones that he references. He then just decides to go up on one side of the crowd, and he just kept walking up the stairs, and by chance I was sat there, and he just ended up doing a set right in front of where I was sat, and it was like I was backstage at his concert. I wasn't obviously backstage. And I know some people say it's luck, but I just think it's God's plan. Part of the pod. And he performed some absolute bangers right there. He performed Controller, Hold On, We're Going Home, but the house mix, like the cool one. Now for the controversial bits. Party Next Door came out. Drake had a bit of an intermission because obviously you need a rest. He's like nearly 40. I hadn't listened to Party Next Door, so for me, this was just a perfect time to go to the bathroom, get a drink, refreshen up. Then they went into the new album, the co-album between Drake and Party Next Door. One or two obviously bangers, but this bit weren't really my favourite bit. And then even the second half after that, there was some old songs like Fancy and a few others, which was amazing with the classics. But with the new stuff, there's a lot more of a jumping up and down for the standing kind of people, which is fairs. I'm older than that, so I don't really do that anymore. But when I was that age, that was the best thing about a concert. But if I'm honest, I was a little bit disappointed with the second half. But overall, I spent £275 on my ticket, and I would go again. So overall, I very much enjoyed the experience. One of the best concerts I've ever been to. He just set the bar so high with his wireless performances. So I think because that happened just a week before, people were expecting amazing support acts or, I don't know, something crazy. But because all the crazy stuff was in London, I don't think the rest of the country get to experience the same level of experience. And Drake's always done like a really high production, and this time he didn't, which surprises me, but it's still Drake. Like, he's still the GOAT. Overall, I would say 8.5/9 out of 10, but I'm biased, so I don't really care. Would I recommend you go in? 1,000,000%. Would I go again? 1,000,000%. Yeah. As always, love everyone that came up to say hi. And for everyone else, I'll see you when I see you.